Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me on our bed for our little program here. Okay, so let's talk about our weekend. Our Saturday morning started out at the Gross Out, our local grocery outlet bargain market. Our favorite checker, Carla. The moment we walked in, she beelined for you. And what did she bring up, honey? What was her hot takes on her TikTok channel?
She was talking about Trump going to Alaska to meet with Putin.
Yeah.
But she started off by talking about this real estate guy in New York, and he doesn't know anything about politics or foreign policy. And I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't understand she was talking about Trump at first because she kept saying this New York realtor.
Yeah.
And so I just nod and I say, yeah. And then I felt dumb after because it took me like an hour to realize what the heck she was even talking about.
Yeah. You did throw in a "that's crazy."
Oh, always.
Which is, it works. Universal reaction. That's crazy. It's like, oh, you're paying attention. But she must have been frothing at the bit.
Yeah.
For an hour or whatever.
Yeah. She was thinking about like everything she was going to say. It was ruminating in her head. And then I finally walked in and she had to get it all out.
She the teacup bubbleth over or whatever. I think she was just waiting for a friendly face. And you were her first friendly face Saturday morning, and she went off, and she was going for a couple minutes, and so I'm like looking around because she's locked in on you, and I look over and I see a bunch of Mighty Swell cases of hard seltzer Mighty Swell, and it didn't have a price, so after 2 minutes I was waiting for my break, waiting for the jump rope. The double dutch, so I gotta get in so I don't hit the ropes when I jump rope in the elementary schoolyard. And when I sensed my time, I hopped in there and I said, "Hey Carla, how much for those cases of Mighty Swell?" And she goes, "Oh, let me check." And she grabbed one. She took it to her cashier checkout stand, $5.99. But I saved you, honey.
You did.
If I didn't do that, you'd still be there yapping, or she's yapping. It's like 110% her and 0% you. Then we saw a couple dudes, like, what was their relationship? Like, they were like a couple of dudes in their 50s.
I think they were brothers.
Saturday morning shopping together.
They were either brothers or good friends.
Very odd. But they were cursing a lot. And so one of them was looking at the eggs and he dropped a carton, which is fine. An egg broke. It happens. But he looked around and he said the F word. And then he said, "Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. There's nothing I can effing do about it now. I can't do anything about it now."
Yeah, they were cursing a lot and they were a little scary looking.
Yeah.
I was keeping a wide berth.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come across them in the aisle.
Yeah, you kept your social distance 6 feet, honey. But I was like, no, you can do something. Go get an employee and say, "Hey, I dropped an egg. I'm sorry," and they would go clean it up. But they looked around. There wasn't an employee within earshot, so they just went about their day and they just left this egg on the floor. Like, what the heck, dude?
So rude.
Yeah, and then we saw them up front. And something happened with their cart because they were ahead of us. They checked out. They didn't have a lot. And then they didn't have a lot, so they had a cart in the store. But then when they checked out, they didn't need a cart. So what happened, honey?
They just pushed the cart like to the side where they had been checking out. And then as they were leaving, Carla is yelling after them, "Hey, can you take your cart out? Can you put that back?" And they just ignored her, just kept walking.
Losers. Like, what the hell's their problem?
I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed one of the guys was wearing a BYU hat.
Oh, speaks volumes. I'm gonna tell President Nelson about that guy. Yeah, they were just me, you, and Carla all we were just like, those guys are losers. Those guys. Those guys suck. And then you eventually brought out the cart when we were done.
Yeah, because I'm a good person.
Yeah. Kudos to you, darling. We dropped your car off at Meineke for an oil change. I told Mr. Powell, my coworker and car guru at work, that you got an oil change at Meineke, and he shook his damn head. SMDH. Back and forth in disappointment, honey.
So does he think that you should be doing my oil changes?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
disappointment in me.
He needs to shake his head at you.
Disappointment in you, he was. But I deflect 30 to 40% of that because, well, in the end, it's your choice, and that's fine. But, I ain't going to change your oil. I mean, I guess I could, theoretically. I don't even change my own oil. But tell the people the diagnosis last time, and then what was wrong this time, and the amounts and all that stuff.
So last time, Meineke gives me this long list of things they strongly recommend that I fix.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, balancers.
You need a new Johnson rod.
Very, very important, whatever it was. Very
Everything
serious.
under the sun, yeah.
And I rejected it. I said, just do the oil change.
What was the total? Do you remember?
It was over $2,000.
Jeez, Louise.
I
Your car is barely worth that. Mine's barely
Right.
worth $3.
So I said, no thanks.
Yeah.
And then this last time when I took it, they do the oil change again, send me a new list of things that's wrong. And the previous problem, which I never fixed or addressed,
Right.
they didn't bring it up at all.
Yeah.
So did it correct itself?
Yeah.
Or do they just pick from a random list of problems and give it to people when they come in? They're
Yeah.
Here, go down the list.
Boop, 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 boop. AI algorithm. Yeah, that's they're such a they job everyone. They make it up. Or nothing's perfect, and yeah, you can pick out $3,000 of stuff that's wrong on any car at any time. So it's just like, and it's been a couple months since you got your previous oil change, and every weekend you were threatening to go to Quackwin, and you were gonna take the printout from Meineke and say, "Quack, is this right?"
Yeah, I considered doing that because I trust Quackwin.
Oh yeah,
And I didn't think Meineke was lying to me,
yeah,
but now I'm not sure.
yeah. I just think they stretch the truth. And if they find something that is 98% and it could be 100, this is wrong. But also on this list of your most recent oil change was 4 new tires for $771. That's a lot of money. You can go to Lucky Tire on Jefferson Boulevard, honey. And they'll do you right for well, they quoted me $460, and I think I could get it down to $420-ish or something. I think your tires are bigger than mine. You have a Sorrento, I have an Optima.
And you have those big rims, or is that more?
Yeah.
Is that more expensive? Or
That's true.
I don't know the price.
Yeah, I guess I have more custom. My tires are rarer, but I'm sure we could get. I mean, that's less Schwab prices, but I bet that place on Jefferson could do you right for $500 or so. And then they want your front hood doesn't stay up, and once in a while I have to look in there and tinker with it, change your light bulb, whatever. And so your hood hits me in the head unless I prop it up, which I do with one of those plastic grabber thingies with the little trigger and the little hands that you grab a litter with. And so that's what I do. It's not a big deal. Like the hydraulics are shot in your hood keeper upper thingy, and that's fine. But they want $200 for it, and I'm like, no. First of all, that piece is, I would say, based off knowing absolutely nothing, $20 to $30, and I got the little plastic grabber thing. It keeps you up, and yeah, it's brittle and thin and frail. And your hood might smack me in the head one day, but I ain't paying no $200 for that.
That's a cosmetic issue as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're happy with it, I'm not going to fix that.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with function. I suggest you go to the Walmart, honey, which does oil changes. I've recently come upon them, or as my mom pronounces it, the Walkma. I got my oil change for $30, and they can do synthetic for $50. I say, hit up the Walkma, honey.
As soon as you got your oil changed at Walmart, immediately your brakes broke.
That's true.
And what did you have? Who did you take it to Quoc Win?
No, I took it to
Okay.
Fidel. Yeah, but it's pure coincidence, honey. Causation is not representation or whatever. The Walmart guys, they don't do anything. They do oil changes, they do batteries, and they do tires. And I didn't get any tires. They didn't touch my battery. They did purely an oil change, so it was just wear and tear.
That's a mighty big coincidence. That as soon as you drive away from Walmart, all of a sudden your car is screeching and the brakes aren't working.
Yeah.
I'm true to Meineke. I'm loyal to them. I'm going to stick with the Meineke.
To their multi-$1,000, you can fix your car for only a couple grand every few months. You're okay with that?
Yeah, because I don't listen to them. If I have a true concern, I'll go to one of our other local West Sacramento mechanic guys.
Gotcha. Quack or Fid.
Yeah.
Then we went to the movies, Weapons, 10 a.m. showing at Doco. We recently saw a video where a woman brought her own bag of popcorn. It was in a big Ziploc bag of popcorn. And then she uses the butter dispensers, which are away from like the main area where you do your transactions, where you buy the snacks and you the employees ring you up and everything. And she brought her own popcorn and just did the butter all over it, faux free. And that's how our movie theater is set up. The free coconut oil butter thingy is like far away from the area where you buy everything. So I think we should do that. Would you be okay with doing that?
No.
Why not?
I would be ashamed to do that.
Why not? Oh, Cinemark should be ashamed for charging $8 for a tiny bucket of popcorn. Honey.
I just go without. I don't really like eating during a movie in the theater.
Yeah. Especially popcorn. I mean, I talk about lavishing on the butter, but then your hands are all greasy and gross. Yeah. I get it. And then few ads before Weapons. Billy Bob Thornton is doing T-Mobile ads. Like, it goes along with Walter Goggins doing those Walmart ads. What happened to our heroes, honey? Used to be A-list actors, would never do TV, let alone stupid, silly commercials.
It's all, they just care about the money.
Yeah.
They're not hiding it anymore.
I guess.
If the paycheck's good enough.
I've lost all respect for Samuel L. Jackson, Alec Baldwin, and Morgan Freeman. They're completely, I'm like, whatever. Because they'll do anything. They'll show up to an opening of an envelope. But I just thought, Walter Goggins, you were in The Shield, man. You were in The Shield. And now you're plugging Walmart in these idiotic ads. Whatever. We also saw a trailer for Avatar, honey, the third one. Do you care?
No.
Yeah, same.
I didn't think I cared about the second one, though. And then we ended up seeing it in the theater.
Yeah.
And I liked it fine. But I really don't care about the third one.
Okay.
And I will not go.
What about the fourth and fifth one? Am I right, James Cameron?
Are you going to watch the third one?
No. Hell no.
Not even at home? Do you think we'll watch it after we can?
Hell no. It's a cartoon, dude. And you know how I feel about cartoons, honey. I'm a grown-up. I'm an adult. I don't need to see a ton of CGI. To me, it just doesn't ring true or creative when you're just pointing and clicking on a software program.
The blue aliens aren't realistic enough for you?
Yeah. And the lengths that James Cameron goes through is just boggles my mind. Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana putting on these golf ball suits and running around everywhere on a soundstage for years. It's just okay, whatever. The movie started 26 minutes late at 10:26. Used to be 20. Now it's 26. There's all this controversy, honey. Oh, movies, there's too many ads. They're trying to cut back ads. What do you feel about that?
I'm not a fan of the ads.
Yeah.
I want my movie experience to be pure. I'm okay with trailers.
Okay.
I'm okay with a lot of trailers, but I do want the ads to be cut back.
Okay. There were a couple in front of us who showed up at 10, 20-ish, and I was like, what the hell are you? That's crazy.
Well, why don't we start doing that?
I don't know. Because I want to see the latest Avatar trailer and the latest Austin Butler movie. Oh, that looks terrible too. Darren Aronofsky, he's gone downhill. And that Leo DiCaprio movie, they show Sacramento for all of 3 seconds.
Oh, we're watching that to catch all the Sacramento scenes. I'm watching it.
Okay.
At home.
Lady Bird 2 with the gun. I want more ads. I'm in a leather recliner. The AC's pumping. I'm like, whatever. Show 45 minutes of ad vets. I don't care. So Weapons, Honey, directed by Zach with an H. Kreger, who also did Barbarian from 2022, which we liked. What'd you think about it? Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I went in with zero expectation. I didn't read anything about it because I hate spoilers.
I know.
And I try to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
So I went in blind and I loved it.
Yeah. Loved it too. Unique, different, creative, original. Okay? Like just like from the jump. The opening scene with the kids running right out of the house, the lighting, the wide shot angles, the kids running with their arms a la Pokemon. No, that's not an original observation, but I made it anyways. In slow motion. To George Harrison's Beware of Darkness, a song I never heard of, but I Googled it. I was like, this song is perfect to this scene. Right from the beginning, you're like, this is going to be good. This is something cool. Like, I'm glad I'm watching this. Never mind James Cameron putting ping pong balls on Zoe Saldana's face. What about Zach with an H. Kreger? The storytelling, honey, the style. They spend time with different perspectives from people in the towns. Did you like that?
Yes, I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
I love when it goes over a scene that you've already watched and then you see it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
I love that.
It doesn't get boring. It doesn't get repetitive. It's done flawlessly, dare I say, genius level. If Ricky Gervais were here, he would say perfect. I was just like, this is so well done. Now, there's a few characters like the cop I'm thinking of where you're like, why are we following this guy around? The homeless kid, you're like, I guess he's related, but just go with it.
Yeah. Just sit back, let the movie take you, enjoy it. I thought it wasn't like boring or slow. Like the pacing was really good.
Yeah.
And even now in hindsight, now that we've seen it,
Yeah.
like even parts of the story that didn't seem like they had much to do with the plot or were super important, they were still great to watch.
Yeah.
It was still fun. It all wove together well.
Yeah. There was like 10% of me going, what's going on with this movie? What's Zach with an H. Kreger doing with his movie making? But just trust in Kreger and you will be rewarded. Something else the movie did that I thought was excellent was sound, and more importantly, silence. Like there is a lot of the movie that's just dead silent, or you hear a door open, or you hear the bugs in the night or whatever, crickets making their sounds. And it is done so fantastically. I can't emphasize it enough.
I didn't notice that. I didn't even think about that, but I really want to watch it again.
Yeah.
So I'll pay attention to that.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's really funny. I laughed out loud multiple times.
Yeah, there are many times where it's just hilarious, and it's such a hard thing to do. Horror or whatever, thriller, suspense, whatever you want to call it, and humor. But Zach Kreger pulls it off perfectly, flawlessly. I'll just say 2 words: fruit peeler. Okay, IYK. The cast: Alden Ehrenreich. So Han Solo from Solo, that terrible Star Wars movie from 2018. Thanks, Ron Howard. I was like, I know that face, and I whispered to you, and I was like, who's that guy?
The whole time we were trying to figure out who he was.
Yeah, and you're like, I recognize him too. But yeah, Alden Ehrenreich, who has a Mac Daddy mustache, which makes him unrecognizable, but he's in it. Amy Madigan from
Field of Dreams.
Okay. Which she's 74 years young, and I looked at her IMDb. she's done one major. I mean, she's been working, but she's done one major. Gone Baby Gone from 2007, but pretty much hasn't done anything big or noteworthy, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just reading off the titles, but her casting was brilliant. She was just Aunt Gladys was just unhinged.
She was great. I love to see a 74-year-old woman getting a lead role in a movie.
Yeah, and doing her spin on it and just stealing the movie practically. Benedict Wong, the Asian dude from the Benedict Cumberbatch movie, they have the same first name.
That's crazy.
Did anyone notice that?
I've never.
That's crazy.
Someone's noticed that before.
Does Robert Downey Jr. Bring it up on set? Benedict Wong, the Asian dude from the Benedict Cumberbatch and a Kate movies. He's in it. They do that. Okay, he's Asian. He's gay. But then they do the Disney thing where like him and his husband are hanging out at home and they're both wearing Mickey Mouse shirts. And I'm like, okay, Zach Kreger, I feel it's mockery of the Asian gay Disney adult trope. But he was really good in it. Justin Long, don't let that steer you away, who was also in Barbarian. He's in it. And then Nepo Baby, Josh Brolin. It's being described as a powerhouse performance he puts on a clinic. Okay. I thought it was good. The movie is really good. But he's okay. He's decent in it. He's solid. But he's not. It's not an Oscar performance, or maybe it is.
No, Aunt Gladys is an Oscar performance.
Oh yeah,
Brolin's good, but that role itself isn't like a wow, amazing character, amazing lines or whatever.
Yeah. There's been criticism, honey. This movie is good till the third act. It didn't nail the landing. It's good up until the end. What did you think about that? The ending?
I disagree with that. I thought the ending was good.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but yeah.
The ending was so flippin' good. It was so satisfying. I thought it ended perfectly. It absolutely nailed the landing, a la Greg Louganis in the Olympics.
What do these people want?
I don't know.
What do you want to happen at the end of this horror movie? I don't understand the dissatisfaction.
You know what? The dissatisfaction is with themselves. Oh, yeah. Most importantly, this movie... It's not about a doll, okay? This Annabelle doll. There's another Conjuring coming out. With the other trailer we saw. Enough with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, whatever. It's not a scary doll. And yeah, it kind of... we always talk about guy in a basement, weird guy with the basement horror movies. And this is a weird gal with the basement horror movies. But it's a good spin. It's, you know what? It's pro-woman. Women can have weird basements too.
Darn right.
But they play on the like witchcraft, dark arts, black magic kind of vibe, and I dug it. They didn't explain it. It was just like
it's like the town and the atmosphere and the people were more at the forefront of the story than like what was actually going on.
Right.
With the mystery.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah. The movie was so good that by the time you get to I need a lock of hair, you're like, oh, okay, I'll go with it. I dig it. Is this movie scary, honey? People are asking. Celestine Ford is asking, is this movie scary? Is it a horror? What's your take?
It's not scary.
Yeah.
But it's creepy.
Yeah.
I did have to cover my eyes a few times because it's gory. There's a few gory scenes.
Oh, yeah.
But no, not scary.
Yeah. The scariest thing about this movie is Aunt Gladys is an adult sibling coming to live with her brother, and that's the scariest thing on the planet. You need to cut your nails, honey, because there were a few times when we were holding hands, and there was a scary part or a bloody part or whatever, and I would squeeze or you would squeeze, and I'd be like, ow. So get your nails did, girl. Compare this to Superman, honey, the other movie we saw, and the other blockbuster or whatever. Which one did you like better?
It's apples and oranges. You're forcing me to compare these two things that are both good and very different.
Yeah.
But
So make a decision. You gotta have a hot take, honey.
I think this won out over Superman for me.
Yeah.
Because I really want to rewatch this.
Same.
And I don't really want to rewatch Superman.
Yeah. I actually did throw it on the other day because it's out on streaming, digital, whatever. And after 5-10 minutes, I was like, oh, okay. Enough with the cartoon. What's that director's name? James Gunn. Okay. James Gunn. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. This is crazy. Agree. I want to watch Weapons again. I'll never watch Superman again. How many times can you watch lasers shoot out of someone's palms? It's enough. It's enough already with the superhero stuff. No one. So I work with 5 people closely. And how's your weekend? I saw the movie Weapons. What is that? And I was like, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to explain it. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Fine, whatever. But it really got me to thinking about pop culture reach and penetration. It was number 1 at the box office 2 weekends in a row. Why are more people not aware of this movie? Just because it's not Superman?
Yeah, I think horror movies are not like super mainstream. They do well financially, but they're not in the zeitgeist really. No one's talking about it or referencing it.
We're talking about it, honey. We're referencing it. I've always thought that they're like pop culture penetrates, I don't know, 20%, 30%, and it's just less and less. I'm talking about mainstream pop culture, the biggest song, the biggest movie, whatever. And it's just less and less and decreasing now with TikTok and the internet and Roblox and all that stuff. But it really astounded me that no one's at my work. Small sample, anecdotal evidence is real evidence. But I was just like, and then you get into I'm not going to explain it. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I did this weekend. I don't care what you did. You don't care what I did. Let's all move on. Then we went to Yard House for our free appetizer. Got the free appetizer code. And it's not just any appetizer. This is a $18.49 free appetizer. And I thought I would have to do a different email because I already had the appetizer code sent to my regular Gmail. So I'm on 10minuteemail.com, but Yard House is very smart because you sign up for their Yard House Insider Club and they're like, hey, welcome to okay, thanks. But then they don't send you the free appetizer code until 3 hours later. So they're banking on most people. I'm not going to stare at free 10minuteemail.com and constantly refresh for 3 hours. But it also blows my mind that they would send my Gmail this is the 3rd free appetizer we've gotten. $60 out of Yard House's coffers. Crazy. It's a flaw in the system. A glitch in the matrix. So grab the tablet at the table, looking at the Carolyn's doing something with my notes. I wasn't even close to where I needed to be. So I grabbed the tablet at our table and I look at what their entire menu. They have 97 beers. Like, what the heck? That's too much.
Is that even possible? 97 different combinations of barley and wheat or hops or whatever the heck is in beer?
I don't know. You know what? Actually, the other day I was thinking, haven't they come out with everything? Like, how many? Like, hasn't been cinnamon put with vanilla and chocolate?
Every combination has been done.
Right.
Every invention has been made.
Right. So what the hell are we doing out here with our one precious fleeting life? I actually had to use the little magnifying glass on the tablet to search up for my Michelob Ultra. You can't order from the tablet, honey. I think it's like so kids don't start ordering beers.
Oh, definitely.
Like they grab the tablet, start ordering another round for me and Bobby over here. Actually, while we were there, a huge table, 20, 25 people, had a bunch of kids wearing their soccer uniforms. So they were doing like the post soccer match, whatever, celebration dinner thingy. It reminded me like when I played Little League. We would go to Round Table Pizza in Rancho Bernardo, and it was just like Saturday, game's over. We're all going to Round Table Pizza. Okay, we all go there, eat a ton of pizza, play Double Dragon, play off-road. It was a simpler time, honey.
We did the round table in Rosemont after our sports events.
That's a good location.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of space. But I got to thinking, so there's kids, there's parents. Where are these people from? Because I associate downtown with young people, old people, rich people, and like unhoused people.
Yeah.
Where do these families live downtown?
They may have come from like Land Park. That's sort of close by.
But then you got to deal with parking.
And Land Park has their own pizza joints and whatnot.
With parking.
I don't know where these people live.
Natomas, maybe? But then, well, I just want to, I'd be like, I ain't going downtown for no pizza. But maybe maybe there's a bunch of rich families doing the post-soccer match dining destination. I don't know.
They could have come from West Sacramento too.
Oh yeah, we're very close. But then I'd be like, nah. The Round Table just opened up in Southport Town Center.
Yes.
Have you heard? We
got to go, by the way.
Okay. $30 pizzas.
Yes.
LFG. And by the way, there's parking over there. I love Doco, and I love that and I love that it's so close. But parking there and driving there, I'm just like, you got to park in the underground garage. You got to get a ticket. You got to get it validated. It's dark in the underground garage. Me no likey. But yeah, I could see like maybe they did maybe they're from Rancho and they had an away game somewhere in downtown and they're like, let's go somewhere close. I don't know. Our server / waiter Herman, who we got last time, makes me think of Herman's Head, the sitcom that lasted 3 seasons on Fox. It was Inside Out was a ripoff of Herman's Head. By the way, Jennifer Aniston in 2 episodes of Herman's Head, honey. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Fun fact. You got the Cali Roll stack, honey, for $18.49. Minus $18.49. Free promo code. Calling it Cali. It's California, Yard House. Put some respect on our state name. It's a layer of rice on the bottom, and then on top, veggies, some seafood, and a nice, lovely sauce. This is your second time getting it, honey. How'd you like it?
It was still really good, but next time I need to get something different.
Yeah, branch out. I just got a Michelob Ultra because I just didn't want to eat, and I wanted to catch a little buzz. Your car was at Meineke, and you drove us. Or actually, I drove us there, and you drove us back. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have a cerveza, and I got the pub glass size, which is 23 ounces, because per ounce, it's the best buy. Yeah, it's cheapest by 3 cents, but it's still the best buy. So I got a 23 ounce of a Michelob Ultra, and I was feeling good. Our total was $8. The pub glass of Michelob Ultra, $8. I gave Herman a cool 15, so I tipped essentially 100%, almost 100%. And for the people saying you should figure out your tip based on the $18.49, the free promo, get the hell out of here. Herman didn't care.
No, Herman's happy.
Yeah, we were the easiest ticket, the easiest table. He brought us 1 dish and 1 beer, and he left us alone, and we had a lovely chat. I actually mentioned, I was like, oh, your name is very unique. He's like, yeah, a lot of people mention that about my name. Oh, well, thanks for making me feel like a lot of people. Herminator. You drove home, honey. Thank you for that, because I was a little on tipsy side. But by the way, Sunday when I got in my car, the chair all the way up against the steering wheel. Like
I'm short, okay?
I got in my car and my face was pressed up against my front windshield. And then the air, the vents. I had all my vents perfect. I've had my car since 2013. The vents have been perfectly trained on my face to keep it cool and dry. And you close some vents, you turn some vents. Why did you do that?
Because I needed airflow on my face or off my face or whatever the case was.
You don't like air on your face.
I like it on part of my face, but not full on.
I like the
my eyeballs.
Yeah, I like the maximum blowing on my face at all times. But why would you close the vent? Because that's what threw me. Because for a couple of days I was like, my air is still not right, and I was moving things around and moving the vents here and there. But then I found out you closed an entire vent.
Oh no!
And are you like one of those people who get on the plane and you close the window? You get a window seat and you close the window for the entire flight? Oh my God. It's still not right, by the way, and it may never be right, but it's fine.
You haven't figured out in a week. You haven't figured out how to adjust your air.
Correct.
Well, that's a you problem.
Okay, it was fine before. I still lifted, still went to the gym. I lift. I'm really strong. We watched Alien Earth, the first 2 episodes. What the hell is with this show?
It was so bad.
What the hell are you doing to the Alien canon? And by the way, I watched a YouTuber say, no, they don't destroy the canon. They added canon. Oh, you see the difference?
Okay. I don't know anything about the Alien canon. I watch an Alien movie and then I don't retain anything from it. I enjoy it, but then I'm like, I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I still like it. But Alien Earth is so bad. We gave it 2 episodes. We gave it 2 episodes too many. Well,
part of the appeal for me was critics liked it. It's got in the 90s Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to watch this. We liked Romulus, the movie from whatever a year ago.
Loved that movie.
And so I was like, all right, this is going to be a spin on that, or they're doing fun stuff with the Alien IP. And it's just like, what the hell's going on here? There's corporations vying for money and power, and there's a trillionaire who's quirky, and a plane crashes and they're like doing search and rescue through the plane and what the hell's going on? It's so stupid. I'll give it 1 more episode.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it deserves that. Sigourney Weaver deserves that. She's nowhere near. Oh, she was in Avatar though. The Billy Joel documentary, And So It Goes, and Just Like That. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't matter. We wanted to watch this. It's in 2 parts. But when I saw the runtime, what's the runtime of the Billy Joel doc? And There It Went, or whatever it's called.
In total, 2 episodes, 5 hours.
That's crazy. That's too much.
We immediately turned it off when we saw the runtime.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not giving Billy Joel 5 hours of my time. I'm not Christy Brinkley. Okay. But I go back and forth, and maybe we should like dip our toes in the first half hour.
I kind of want to, yeah.
The first hour. But we did do a shallow dive on his catalog.
Yeah, we watched a ton of his music videos.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that fulfilled my Billy Joel need. I'm happy now. I don't need anything else from him.
Is he a great singer? I wouldn't qualify him as a great singer.
He's a good singer.
Yeah.
But his voice isn't particularly like beautiful or nice. He's no Phil Collins.
There you go.
But he's like, his lyrics are good. He's a great musician.
Oh yeah. He
can write a really good hit song.
He knows how to tickle the ivories, and he's got hits. But when we were going through his old stuff, well, all of his stuff is old. I was like, his voice is just nothing. It's not even like Bruce Springsteen. He has the gravelly thing going. I don't know.
It's pretty mid when you compare him to other his
Michael
contemporaries of the 80s and 90s and 70s or whatever. He, as far as just like sound and enjoyment of his actual voice, he doesn't compare to his peers, I think.
Yeah. Agree. Well, are we done, honey?
Sure.
Okay, well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Yard House. Seriously, people, yardhouse.com. Sign up for the Insider. Wait 3 hours. Use your real email over and over. and get a free $19 appetizer. Grandma Teen approved. We don't have a promo code for Yard House. Goodbye, my parasocial podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, she may have dug into my soft hand skin with her jagged, sharp nails. It's okay, honey. You made me bleed. You're like Aunt Gladys. But she's still a good person, and I'm still good people. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day /night. Bye-bye.